They connected. It might not be straight in line though. Hey, look at that. Counterweight. Set. See if it works. Well, it didn't get my finger, but the trap functioned. That's my Ojibiway bird snare. Okay, so at this point, I've got my spring for my spring spear snare, and what I'm going to do is just make the little spear. I'm just going to have to whittle a point on this. Right, spear is attached. Let's go tie it to a tree. Oh, actually before I go there, this little piece of dogwood is going to be what I use for the ring part of the snare. Now to figure out these. Well, it's not really pretty, or actually even probably too powerful, but the fact of the matter is we have a spring spear snare here. I made a loop out of, oops, dogwood. It's not focusing too well. Made a loop out of dogwood, lashed it. It's holding the little toggle there that's going to release this. Got my spring and the mechanisms. We'll just trigger it here and see if it works. Spring spear snare. Low power. Okay, here's my improvised hunting weapon. Okay, that is just your basic, unimproved, heavy green wood throwing stick. The points don't really matter on the ends. It's really more of a blunt trauma instrument. If we can get the dog out of the way, we'll give it a try on that old can over here. Come on, dog, get out of the way. So here we go on the 2-stick deadfall. This is my support stick. It's so wet and rainy out here I had to use a piece of wood to support the base, and I've carved a notch in the bottom of this. It's just so slippery and slimy out here that it's hard to get my balance going, but here we go, I'll set it up. Almost out of frame there. you go. We're set. Here's the bait stick down here. Done. So I'm just getting started on my reverse figure 4, the Asian spring snare trap here. And here's some of the materials I'm going to be using. This is a piece of dogwood. Got a fork here. I've got a few other various sticks and bits and pieces, but starting from scratch here. You're looking at the spring and the trigger down here, support, trigger mechanism. Let's back up a little bit here and set it off. It works. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the figure 4, just the basic figure 4 deadfall. And these are the raw sticks that I'm going to start with. And I'll go ahead and start my notching. Carve these down to size. Alright, there's my figure 4 snare. I'm using the same spring setup that I used for the reverse figure 4 Asian snare, but anyway, same principle. I'll just set it off and see how it does. Very effective. And as a spring mechanism, I'm using some surgical tubing which will attach to a little rod that I have strung between some branches up here. That'll give me a little bit of spring. I'm not going to give it a lot of tension because I'm in such close proximity here. This is just for demonstration purposes anyways. So got a pile of sticks here. Start from scratch. I'm going to go ahead and build myself a treadle snare. Surgical tubing, and that connects up to the actual mechanism of it here. Here's the trigger right here. It's held in place by the sticks. Drop this one out, and this is going to spring up. Okay, there's the treadles. Then we bring the noose that's attached to that trigger stick back over here. Actually, this might be a little loose. Oh well. Trial and error, right? Let's give it a try. Watching my eyes. Nice. That caught it good. Very effective. I'm very happy with that. One of the more simple designs we've worked with here today. And guess what? Last one.